quick update on Bitcoin. Larsson Line is flipping blue here. It will take a minor miracle right now for this to not lock in on Larsson Line Pro today. First it looked like it would flip yesterday, then price recovered in this big pump, but then it fell down again in a rejection wick. The process isn't the indicator alone. Larsson Line has flipped blue 3 times before in this bull market, and in every single instance we were able to identify when price was about to turn around. It's like you're driving the Titanic. Great ship. If you start seeing icebergs, you can of course keep going at full speed, and most of the time it will be fine. Or you can slow down and drive a bit more carefully past the icebergs. I prefer option number 2, personally, because once in a while it's not a false alarm, it's actually the bear market, and it becomes like this, or like this, or like this. Of course, at the beginning of it, you don't know that for sure. I don't know either. I got worried already here. I sat here with a bear cap and was concerned for real. So right now, is there an underwater iceberg right in front of us or not? I don't know, but what I can do is to reduce my exposure. There are positive signs as well. The most bullish picture is this one. Inverse head and shoulders, and then this dump is just testing the neckline of that pattern right now. And it's actually then an excellent support and an excellent risk-reward opportunity. I don't know. Can very well be. I think what most people forget is that you are allowed to buy back. I much prefer to drive a little carefully and rather buy back perhaps at higher prices with lower risk, rather than to put in full throttle and hope for the best past the iceberg. But of course that's up to you. Maybe you're fine to take bigger risks, or you have new money coming in every month, so you can buy the dips all the way down if it is indeed another bear market starting. That of course assuming that the patterns repeat and the bear market is followed by another bull market. Then that can be a good deal too. It's just not for me, really. My personal priority is to avoid losing money and rather just ride the more confident periods, where the bull market looks strong and healthy and price is in a clear uptrend. I still have exposure, just less than a few weeks ago. And then if the traffic lights turn back to gold, I can scale that in, guys, no problem. And if they stay blue, then hopefully I will be able to buy that back at much lower prices at first signs of recovery. Either way, I hope to come out on top. Altcoins look pretty rubbish here overall. ETH BTC is still in head and shoulders formation. Sol BTC even clearer. Head and shoulders top formation, retested the neckline from the underside and got rejected. Ouch. BNB to USD probably broke the parabola here and has put in a double top if you look at the closed candles. Bitcoin dominance still has this inverse head and shoulders with the head touching a powerful support going back all the way to 2020. So alt season is on pause, definitely. One other piece of news perhaps. One of my most hated videos ever in the history of the CTO Larsson channel was this one. Kadena, no thanks. This was in 2021 when everyone was talking about this project, but no one was actually using it. I actually tried it and surprise, surprise, it didn't work. Today, Kadena public announcement. We regret to announce that the Kadena organization is no longer able to continue business operations and will be ceasing all business activity and active maintenance of the Kadena blockchain immediately. So it took 4 years, but, well, I told you so. And before anyone says it was my fault, it was not. I even actively went and met the founder in person in a second video at the time, and I let him speak freely on my channel to give a chance to respond. I would say that was quite generous. If anything, that tension probably gave them more chances to make it, and now 4 years later it certainly didn't matter. There's a huge learning here. In the end, almost all success comes down to execution, not to the brilliant idea. Gold had a major correction yesterday, but what a run, guys. Incredible. So some recovery here in Bitcoin versus gold, but it's not enough, still doesn't look great, guys. Stocks still looks pretty good. Bitcoin versus stocks, not good. Zcash. Many of you asked me to cover that now after it has pumped 5x. This is a bit painful one, guys. I built the freaking Larsson Line Pro tool. I had Zcash on my watch list, and the tool freaking detected what was going on, guys. The AI did it. If you have Larsson Line Pro, you got the alert here at the 23rd of September candle at 54 something. And if we zoom in a little more, you see that there was even perfect retest every day for the next 5 days. 5 chances after the alert, and I freaking missed it. There was a freak sequence of events that day, and I bloody missed it. The problem for me now is that I don't generally chase after entries long gone. The correct entry was here, I missed it. Instead, I changed my morning routines a bit so that hopefully I improve for the next time. We all find ourselves in that situation sometimes, and the general wisdom is to not chase, but rather wait for the next controlled setup instead. So everyone's saying in the comments that Larsson just brags about what he did right, and I told you so, and so on. Well, here you have it, folks. I'm not perfect either. But those of you on Pro who executed better than I did, congrats, guys, because this one is up 400% or 5x, and it still looks pretty good, especially in the light of the Bitcoin weakness. I had Zcash on my watch list because it solves a real problem. You guys know that I've said this for years. The lack of privacy is maybe the biggest problem with crypto technology today. If we're going to use it for serious things, we cannot have today's situation where everyone in the world, business partners, thieves, can look straight into your wallet. We need HTTPS. So Zcash solves something real. Okay. Summary of Bitcoin is to not freak out. The best outcome for me personally would be if we get a brutal bear market, because in the past I've been really good at first avoiding them and then re-entering much lower. This time I also plan to short altcoins heavily, if that's the scenario that plays out. Usually those setups are quite easy to identify. And on the other hand, if we move up now instead, we clear the dangers and the sun is shining again. Great! Then I've made money too, and I'll scale up the position size as we ride into the sunset. Both scenarios are good, so I have zero stress over this. And that's what I would recommend for you to. Don't worry, have a process and follow it. Thank you, tack. CTO Larsson out.